It was all athletics last night in San Francisco. After a McCovey Cove takeover by the A's front office, the green and gold took care of the orange and black on the field as they got contributions up and down the lineup, scoring 6 runs on 11 hits. Daniel Gossett was terrific as he silenced the Giants' bats, and the A's took Game 3 of this 4-game Bay Bridge series. Tonight, Kendall Graveman returns to the rotation, and he will be a welcome sight for the A's. Kendall has been out since the end of May, and he will be looking to anchor the rotation the final 2 months of the season. It's the final installment of the Battle of the Bay. A's-Giants, next. Well, the A's have won 2 out of 3 in the Bay Bridge series. They'll try to win the series tonight here at AT Park. It's the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants coming up on NBC Sports California, powered by Xfinity. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Good news tonight, Kendall Graveman is back from the disabled list. He's been out for about 2.5 months. And Ray, I think Graveman, having him back is obviously great, but even more important now that Sonny Gray is a Yankee.
Well, that's the biggest thing. With Sonny gone to New York, Kendall Graveman comes back. The interesting thing for him, 10 days on the disabled list at the beginning of the season, maybe came back a little bit too quickly. Now over 2 months on the DL. Let's hope for the final 2 months this season that he can pitch effectively, because going forward, he's probably going to be the ace of the staff. Guys want to be able to lean on him. He needs to lead. He's very capable of doing that. Tonight's a great night to start.
Well, one of the heroes last night for the A's was Chad Pinder. He played left field, had a great ball game. Tonight, he's playing right field.
The funny thing about that, Bob Melvin said right field's a little tougher, but we talk about a complete package. Chad Pinder is the package. He can hit and hit with power, as we have seen him do that. But the amazing thing about him, playing the infield, playing the outfield, and the catch he made last night, probably a game saver. Who knows what would have happened had he not made this play. But he wants to be the type of player that can play different positions, play every day, and be very versatile for the manager. And I think anytime you can do that from the manager standpoint, it's great to have a player like that.
All right, Pinder and the A's will face the rookie left-hander Ty Block for the Giants. Now, when we come back, we're going to check back in with the A's pregame live studios as we are closing in on first pitch. The A's and the Giants from AT Park. So stick around.
ABC Sports California is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new sweet or spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger and chicken sandwich. Limited time only.
Welcome back to AT Park as we are moving closer to first pitch. Final game of this series, the A's and the Giants. Time now for our smart play of the day. It's brought to you by California Ford Dealers. April 27th of this year in Anaheim. Check this out. Kendall Graveman turns an unassisted double play. The first A's pitcher to do that since Blue Moon Onum did it way back in 1971. Graveman tags Ben Revere, flips through the air, and then gets Cliff Pennington. What a play. That was April 27th of this year. And Kendall Graveman back from the disabled list tonight here in San Francisco. Lineups at first pitch. When we come back, it's the A's and the Giants. TNT Park. Bob Melvin checking it out. He may have been a fan growing up. So that was a little bit before the game. They have cleared off and we're set for baseball. Game time weather presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. Another nice night, comfortable, 67 degrees. 15 miles an hour is the wind. So a little breezy, but comfortable right now. It will cool off as the evening goes on. So win tonight for the Athletics and they would win this series. See if they can do it. Here's the starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It starts with Rajay Davis in center field, Marcus Semien in short. Jed Lowry last night, a couple of doubles, a couple of runs scored. All around terrific game for Jed Lowry. Chris Davis is back in the lineup. That's good news. Then it's Healy, Pinder. Pinder's in right field. Chapman, Maxwell, and the pitcher Graveman.
And another lefty on the mound for the Giants. Last night, Matt Moore. Tonight, Ty Block. And he has faced the Athletics for the first time. Started the season in the bullpen, into the rotation as he is making his 18th start. And not really overpowering. So the A's with Bob Melvin seeing back-to-back lefties. He does have Maxwell catching. He's got Chris Davis back. Pinder in right field, and of course with Matt Joyce sitting. So it's a little mixture to face the lefty tonight.
Parker, Span, and Pence in the outfield. Ryder Jones just called up at third. Crawford and Panic in the middle. Belt at first. Posey is your catcher. So we're set for baseball from San Francisco. Final game of this Battle of the Bay, the 4-game series. And then we'll put a bow on it and pack it away for this year and wait to see the Giants again in 2018. First pitch of the game is the ball to Rajai Davis. Davis at 232 with 4 home runs. He's got 17 RBIs. And this one is belted deep left center field. Span's going back, and Span makes the catch.
Sounded great. Didn't go anywhere, though.
A little bit of a graveyard in that area.
Well, one thing about Ty Blach, so not overpowering with his fastball, and Rajai Davis, that was at 90. He had to provide a lot of power himself. It did sound great off his bat, but it definitely graveyard from left center to right center. And Bernard Span able to get the ball easily to bring it in.
Pitchcast is brought to you by Penn Fed Credit Union. And here's Marcus Semien. That's another ball that would have had a chance to go out, I think, at the Coliseum.
Yeah, there's been a home run derby the last couple of games.
I would say we've probably seen 4 or 5 balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Last night, and that one right there that probably would have left in Oakland. Dana DeMuth is the crew chief, and he is calling balls and strikes tonight. So quick 1-2 count to Marcus Semien, hitting 234, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs. Marcus was 1 for 5 last night, scored a run.
Does not look like Blach wants to waste any time. He gets the ball, gets the sign, and ready to go, which is good.
Our kind of guy.
Kim McGraven kind of the same, so maybe it'd be one of those nights, depending how deep they go in the game before it really slows down with the relievers.
Pop-up foul down the right field line.
I think they ought to time the game in 2 parts, starters and relievers.
No question.
Because it does move rapidly. You get the starters, and or let's see, do it in 2 phases, but also eliminate pitch counts.
This one is toward the gap. Nobody's going to catch this one. Marcus Semien is going to have a 1-out double. So Semien placed it perfectly in the gap in left center field.
See, there's a difference of line drive versus the fly ball that Rajai Davis hit. Pulled the string with a changeup, went out and got it and pulled it in the left field, 80 miles per hour. And line drive, although it didn't go to the wall, but Span didn't go far enough to get to the ball. And Marcus Semien. Now Willie's his helmet would fly off when he went into the slide, and he wasn't wearing a double ear or an ear flap either. It was just the straight helmet.
The good old days.
Oh yeah. With Willie Mays 660. Willie McCovey, a couple of booths to our right. Nice gentleman. Had a chance to visit with him a few minutes tonight. He's preparing to have his dinner. He's here watching the Giants pretty much every game. A chance to ask him about Gaylord Perry, because Gaylord was here with his statue and he said he'd lost a lot of weight, and saw him briefly at Cooperstown, but Gaylord had gotten a little bit heavy, so good to see him drop some pounds.
1-1 the count to Lowry. See if the A's can get on the board early. Last night they scored 2 in the second and 2 in the third. Jump out quickly. Just the night before, it was the Giants who scored 5 in the first. A little flare, but it's going to be fouled on the right field line.
Amazing thing last night with Matt Moore, the former Tampa Bay Ray. The 11-pitch first inning, 1, 2, 3, and then very good after that. A's fan amongst some Giants fans, able to bring the ball in. Willie McCovey got his water. He's got Crook and Kaipon on the TV. And number 44 retired. Nice gentleman. Played for the A's the 1 year.
Hit hard to Belt. Belt grabs it. Well, Lowry hit that ball hard. The Belt was slid over to his right. So he made the play. 2 away. So Willie McCovey was one of those guys who played for both the A's and the Giants. There's a pretty large list as time goes on.
Well, the nice thing that the A's have done, and kind of the mural, and you walk into the clubhouse on the left side, they've got photographs of all players who have played for the A's who are at Cooperstown. And Willie McCovey, and we were talking about the various players who in that category.
Deep right center field. Span going back. Span makes the catch, and
another home run.
Let's put that one in. That would have been a home run in Oakland category. That number is getting larger quickly. Davis hit that ball a ton. Nothing to show for it. The top of the first inning, but not a lot to show for it. Here's the Giants starting lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Span, Jones, Belt, Posey, Crawford, Pence, Parker, Panic, and Block. So a whole bunch of left-handed hitters in the Giants lineup.
Kendall Graveman last start was on May the 19th on the DL the 29th, and just tonight he's returning from the disabled list. While he was on the DL, had a chance to grow a beard. But since his good friend Sonny Gray was traded, and coincidentally Sonny pitched today for the Yankees against the Indians, and tonight Kendall Graveman comes off the DL to make the start, his 9th of the season, opening night starter. And I think, you know, the question is, how far is he going to go? How deep? How many pitches? 81 his last rehab assignment. But he's not had a lot of success against the Giants, so maybe his first start this season, or at least off the DL, will be a good one against the team that he's not fared well against.
So he faces Span leading things off. Yeah, that's a good call. How many pitches does Graveman have tonight? We'll see. Span at 276 with 7 home runs. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and the pitch is right there for a strike. Chapman came charging in. Scoreboard, they're having fun with it as well. Grateful Dead night.
Kendall Graveman likes to throw a lot of fastballs, a lot of two-seamers, ground ball pitcher. 3 of his 8 starts this year, he's in double figures and ground ball outs. And those 2 starts, forgettables, because he is not the one. 2015. It's a game in which he went head-to-head against Tim Hudson, who won the game, pitching 5 innings, and Kendall Graveman just an inning and a third. Didn't even get the hit. That's not good. You come to the National League Park, you don't get to hit it. Put a bat in your hand.
And he was all out of whack that day.
Yeah, oh yeah. Tim Hudson won and beat the A's. And that was his 30th team that he had defeated. So he completed the deal. That year pitched against Barry Zito later. They called it a career.
2-2 pitch. Bounced into the A's dugout. Count remains 2-2.
That was supposed to be a backdoor cut fastball, but it cut down and in and Span with the pitch near the strike zone, ended up swinging at it.
Graven kicks and delivers the 2-2 pitch, and it's grounded towards Semien, who backhands, straightens up his throw just in time. So Healy stretched out. It was a very close play. Span really getting down the line pretty well.
Ron Wotus on the phone, the bench coach for Bruce Bochy, and we'll take a look at it as Marcus Semien had to throw hard, and a stretch by Ryan Healy, back-to-back games at first base. And would they take the chance of taking a look at it in the first inning?
That's a good call. That's
first batter, because the key is that the out call was made, and they're going to take a look at it. And
interesting. First inning.
And see Ron Wotus with the thumb down. I don't know what that meant. We shall see. I mean, maybe that thumb down for Ron Wotus indicated they thought it was safe. The key is the call on the field. Was it definitive enough to overturn it? We shall see what New York is determining. Another
right.
look. Here it is.
Watch
Ball has to be in the glove all the way to the back.
I think he's out.
I think he's out because he hit in the middle of the bag, Kipe, and I think that's a negative. And when he's jumping, the ball's in the glove before his. If he had hit the front of the bag, it might have been a different story. But look where he hits with his left foot. Middle of the bag. And I think he's going to be out. We'll see. The out call is there. First base coach is calling safe.
Huh.
But, I mean, he always going to do that. But, you know, it's all about the strides and the timing. But ideally, as a runner, you hit the front of the bag instead of the middle. That difference of about 4 or 5 inches might be enough to be safe or out. And plus, a lot of times the heel will hit before the top of the foot.
And I think, I think his heel did probably hit before, but I still don't know if it was quite there in time.
Well, this is a big call for the Giants because, well, 2 ways. If he's safe, then it's a big call, and ball's in the glove. He's out. So he has just lost challenges in the first batter. And that's important because now, and Melvin had a case in Oakland that lost a challenge and could not challenge one later. And that means the Giants could not challenge until the 8th inning, and there has to be an umpire's challenge.
So it is 1 out. And here's Ryder Jones.
Regardless of whether the first inning or not, that's a close call. And that's a tough one to try to challenge, but he's fortunate to have won it. See how it plays out in the game.
There's a line drive and a base hit to right field. A 1-out single for the rookie Ryder Jones. Here's the A's defense tonight. Chris Davis in left, Rajay Davis in center, and it's Chad Pinder. He's got the big right field area. Chapman, Semien, Lowry, and Healy third to first, and Bruce Maxwell is behind the plate. So Chad Pinder will roam around the large pasture that is right field. Actually, the wall is pretty close to you, but if you look to your right, you got quite a bit of land.
Well, he has good speed, and that's one thing that helps him playing in right field. We saw it last night, a tremendous play. Again, last night, the left-hander's bat was slicing towards him a little bit. And tonight, playing in right field, it would be the right-handed hitter where the ball will slice towards the foul line. That's the difference is playing right field and left field. Center field, the ball comes straight at you.
Quick throw, and Jones gets back. Buster Posey to follow, just underway, bottom of the first. He's got a 1-out double from Semien in the top of the first, could not get him around. There's a strike, and it's 0-2. Belt at 239, 17 homers, 49 RBIs. Had a good first 2 games of the series, but nothing last night. 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. And that one is drilled down the right field line. Could be trouble, and it is. It one-hops the wall, bounces up to Pinder. Belt hustling for second, and he is just in ahead of the tag from Semien. Jones stops at third. Terrific throw by Pinder. Man, he's got a great arm.
But he took the ball off the wall barehanded. It came up and made a strong throw. Pitch that tried to go back to the same one for strike 2. This time, no, did not come all the way back. Watch Pinder play the ball, bare hand, come up and make a strong, perfect throw to second base. And Bill, if he's not running hard, he's out. He hit the stub hub padding, which came back instead of hitting the fence, and just barely made it. Chris Guccione making the call at second. Took a little while.
First pitch to Posey's outside.
Well, the front foot stayed down. Did not pop up with the pop-up slide. Sometimes you'll see the front foot come up, and that's when the tag is applied.
Swing and a miss. Posey swung at the ball. 1-1 the count.
You know, you never want to open up a big inning in the first inning, but if you have a ground ball pitcher, I mean, a ground ball, though, if it sneaks through the infield, it's 2 runs, whereas infield back, it could be 1 run, and that's the call the manager has to make, and it's usually the right call. Sometimes with a sinker ball pitcher, and if Bumgarner was pitching, they'd probably play in.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give up a lot of runs. Maybe they feel time block is different. There's Madison Bumgarner, who is back.
We did not see him in this series. He'll pitch tomorrow night. Giants will stay home. A's will go to Anaheim. And that one's lofted into left field, and that's a base hit. They're going to hold Belt at third. The throw is a little wide. Chapman scrambles after. Jones comes in to score. And the Giants have a 1-0 lead. 3 consecutive hits here in the bottom of the first.
Well, that was an interesting pitch made by Kendall Graveman. Looked at second base a long time and then floated a slider, which is not really a great pitch, especially with a couple of strikes after he got a swing and a miss on a good sinker. And Buster Posey, it worked well for him. He swung at the pitch that was down, the fastball.
So first and third, and here's Crawford. So early trouble for Kendall Graveman. Pence is the on-deck hitter. First pitch is a fastball for a strike, 90 miles an hour. Well, it hasn't just been tonight. Graveman with a first inning ERA of 9 this year. That one a little bit outside. That one ticked up to 95 miles an hour. Crawford had an interesting night last night. He walked 3 times and had a base hit.
With his 54 runs batted in, this is an ideal situation for him. A's looking for a double play.
And there's a base hit to right field. So Belt will trot home. Posey to second, and it's 2-0. 4 consecutive hits.
Well, Kendall Graveman has yet to throw a pitch that he could get a ground ball span, and it was challenged, and that's the first and only out in this inning. But this pitch is up. And if it's up, it doesn't sink that much and becomes a very hittable pitch.
Would you agree, Ray, that no matter how long you've been in the big leagues, when you've been out for 2.5 months and you're making your first start back after a long layoff like that, even though you've had rehab starts, things probably moving quickly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes too quickly, and you know, for a pitcher who's been around, and Kendall Graveman has been, he's been around enough that it should not affect him. But I agree with you. Whether you're a veteran or a youngster, it does happen.
Sometimes you're moving too quickly.
Yeah.
See if Graveman can get out of this with the ground ball. 1-0 to Pence. There's a strike.
You know, a lot of guys and most starting pitchers don't do it, but what Chris Smith does, he goes out and stretches with the pitchers. He's starting. he moves around. He said, I can't sit still. And sometimes it's better to do that than to sit down in the clubhouse, not do anything, and wait around for the game. And it's like it's forever by the time they're early getting here and then sitting around waiting. And you go over the scouting reports and see the videos. And then you go out to warm up, take the mound.
Posey at second, Crawford at first. Slice foul. And the majority of pitchers, you will see them before the game. They'll be sitting in front of their locker, really not doing much of anything.
And don't talk to them. I mean, they don't want to be talked to, and it really gives them a free day to do nothing except get ready for the game. And that's what makes Chris Smith different in a sense, because of course been a reliever most, if not all, of his life.
This one chopped slowly. Lowry has it. His throw to first, just in time.
They can't challenge it. But it was just in time, and Pence can fly.
So the runners move up to second and third.
Well, it gets by Kendall Graveman. Jed Lowry had to catch and throw quickly, and it was bang bang. Jumped at the bag, Exmo, and is his foot on the bag? I see where he hits the. He's safe. Can't do anything about it though. But that is where he hit the front of the bag with the foot, the top of the foot, and that's the dilemma of the challenge, because he was safe.
And here's Jared Parker. He's just off the disabled list. He's been on it for a long time.
A's have to be happy that he's called out, because Bob Melvin,
because he was pretty safe.
Yeah, and he might have challenged it and lost his too. Well, Parker's probably licking his chops getting back in the lineup with playing the A's, because he has had some good numbers against the Athletics, home run wise anyway.
Way back on April 15th, he crashed into the left field wall after catching a ball, and he fractured his clavicle. And he has been out ever since. So this is his first game back from the disabled list. He had that huge game against the A's.
3 in one game.
3 home runs in one game. He's got 5 home runs in 7 games against the Athletics.
September 26-15. That would have been the game. That would have been the. So is that the Hudson Zito? Yeah. That was a weekend at the Coliseum.
0-1 pitch, just a touch outside. So 1-1 the count.
Two seam grip. That's 2 fingers on the seams, and what's the movement going down? In the game 2015 here, he faced 9 batters in the first inning, and he hopes he can get out of this inning with facing just his 7th.
And that one hit toward left center field, and that's trouble. It splits the gap. It's going to drive home a pair. So Parker with a 2-out, 2-run double, and that one hurt.
Well, one of the better pitches. It was down and away, but it was predictable. It was a fastball. And Parker, who was, welcome back for him, because it's not a bad pitch. He just did a great job going opposite field. And this ball did not slice back enough to Chris Davis in left field. Stayed straight, just like Simeon's, only this one went to the wall and 2 runs scored easily.
So Joe Panik takes the intentional walk.
Well, fortunately, the Giants lost the challenge, and the A's didn't have to challenge. That's the only 2 outs in the inning.
It's an ugly inning, but it could have been even more ugly. Block. Block actually pretty good hitter. He's got 5 hits and 31 at bats, 3 RBIs. He's got a double.
Maybe just happened to be able to take batting practice since he started the season in the bullpen, which normally the relievers don't take BP.
This one bounced toward Lowry. Lowry will flip to second. Side retired. So the Giants get 4 runs on 5 hits off Graveman in the bottom of the first.
Lenardi's Markets. For a location near you, visit Lenardi's.com or find us on Facebook. Lenardi's, quite simply the best.
So a little work to do for the A's early yet, though. 4-0 Giants second inning. A lot of time.
Yeah, with the beverage, he's okay. Yeah, he said that's fine. We got a lot of baseball left. Got my beverage. Take the ferry back across the bay.
Ferry across the bay, Uber home.
That's a good idea.
Healy, Pinder, and Chapman against Ty Block. There's his shutdown inning numbers. Block, kind of an interesting guy. His race, it doesn't throw very hard, but at every stop in the minor leagues, he won. Very good minor league numbers, and now trying to do it at the big league level as Healy flies out to center field. So that's out number 1 here in the second inning. And that'll bring up Chad Pinder. Pinder at 240, 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Left field last night, right field tonight. Who knows where this weekend? He's going to be in the lineup a fair amount. We've seen him at short. We've seen him at second. I think he could play center field.
I think that's a great call because he did play center 1 game in his rehab.
That's right, he did.
Yeah, but playing all over different places. But I agree. I think he has the speed, instincts to be able to play there. Just a matter, of course, the A's made the trade for Sonny Gray to New York.
Hunter Pence over toward the line. Fair territory, he grabs it. So 2 outs. Well, we think this was the play of the game. And if this ball is not caught, it's 4-2 with a runner in scoring position.
Well, he tracked it. Great concentration, and I mean, he used every bit of the big glove that he could get to go to the warning track. And you're right, it's extra bases.
And he said he had to make a little adjustment right at the end. So he kind of had to veer back just a little bit right at the end and reached up as high as he could reach in the ball into the webbing. So not a lot of margin for error in that play. It was a big one. Quick 0-2 to Matt Chapman.
His average gradually creeping up at 214, kind of like Matt Joyce. Started well below the Mendoza line, but both players up getting to respectability. And for the young man Matt Chapman, seeing pitchers every time he faces one, it's the first time, and can only get better.
1-2 pitch, a little bit inside, 2-2. Block, thought it was a strike.
A couple of pretty good lefties, and Yonder Alonso, back-to-back games not starting. Pinch hit last night with an extra base hit to left field. Matt Joyce started last night, not tonight.
And a good take by Chapman. It's also a birthday for Matt Joyce, his 33rd birthday today, so happy birthday. Spend it at the ballpark. And Chapman swung at a 3-2 changeup, and it looked like it was a little bit high. So 3 up, 3 down inning for the tie block. Raymond, terminal velocity, average miles per hour in the last 3 seasons. It's an uptick with the fastball and with the cutter. In fact, a fairly significant increase in velocity on those 2 pitches. Sometimes it's just tightening up your mechanics a little bit.
Well, we saw Tuesday night with Sean Manaea gave up 5 in the first inning, 1 earned run. Had to become his own long reliever, but who knows about Kendall Graveman tonight. He's got to shut down the offense, at least give his club a chance to come back.
Span grounded out in the first inning. Became an important play. On the scorecard, it's a simple 6-3. It was a close play at first. The Giants thought he was safe. They challenged. The call was not overturned, and they lost their challenge. And later on, Hunter Pence was clearly safe on a play at first base, but they didn't have their challenge. So it did not go well for the Giants, but they also scored 4 runs in. Bernard Span opens up the bottom of the second by ripping a ball into the corner. Span is going to have a leadoff double. So that's the 6th hit and the 3rd double for the Giants in this game.
Well, you get pitches up, they're going to get hit, and that one really not that bad. But the velocity, not where probably Kendall Graveman wants it. So Kendall getting his work in tonight in right field.
Ryder Jones Off swing foul. Jones singled and scored in the first inning.
And these guys are just lifting their front leg and not getting cheated, man. They're
the
just,
same thing.
it's almost like they either know what's coming or figure whatever they're going to get is not going to be something that they can swing and miss. I think that swing by Ryder Jones was indicative of what the Giants seem to be thinking about Kendall Graveman tonight.
And that one pops away from Maxwell. Span's going to go to third. So Maxwell cannot corral that pitch.
Well, they just reached to the backhand instead of moving his body, and inevitably that's going to happen whenever you do that and you don't get your body in front of it. And that was a slider cutter. It has to be a wild pitch because it's in the dirt.
The infield comes in, and there's a line drive, base hit right field. Too many line drives coming off the pitches from Kendall Graveman right now, and it's 5-0.
I think the velocity too, because they're going to get some activity immediately. Just at 87, he's not fooling anybody, and I think that's the biggest concern. And he hasn't pitched in over 2 months at the big league level anyway.
Here's Belt. And Belt drives one left center. Rajay Davis going back, still going back, and that is gone. A 2-run homer for Brandon Belt, 7-0. So number 18 for Belt, his second in this series. Scott Emerson's going to come out and chat with Graveman, trying to slow this thing down a little bit.
That's some time for Simone Castro to get loose, which he's not Ryan Dell. He's got 2 baseballs, but he's no Ryan Dell when it comes to getting loose. Dell would be ready about now. Castro at least with 2 baseballs to rapid fire. And on a night that Kendall Graveman's good friend Sonny Gray made his New York debut.
How did Sonny do tonight?
He gave up 4 runs, 2 earned. Actually, Yankees made 3 errors in the first inning. And ended up giving up 2 unearned runs. Gave up a 2-run double Yan Gomes.
This one sliced down the line. And when it was all said and done, the Indians won that game over the Yankees 5-1. So Sonny took the loss.
6 innings, 98 pitches, and looking at the game, it looked like the place was packed. So the Indians look like they're starting to draw and draw well.
Chapman has it. Chapman across the diamond, so that's the first out here in the second inning.
As much as Bob Melvin wants to win every game, he also has to look at trying to get Kendall Graveman some work, and his work is work, and that's about all it is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yeah, you still like to get 5 innings out of him, or 80, 90 pitches, get him ready for his next start. Who knows? Maybe the A's creep back into this thing. It's still only the second inning. And that one is hit hard to right, but Pinder's there. So 2 away.
You know, the biggest question, will Bob Melvin pinch hit for him in the next inning? He's threw up second. Yeah, I don't know that he would use a pinch hitter this early, and I think to your point about getting the work in, pitch count, and try to get some innings in and try to get better going into his next start, which would be at the Coliseum next week.
Shallow right, Pinder hustling in, still coming in, and he dives, and Pinder caught it. What a play by Chad Pinder. He had to run a long ways. So 3 more runs for the Giants. It's 7-0. Pretty good way to end it, though. Nice play by Pinder.
Regular season game live. Plus, you can get a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Slow down, Block. Wow.
We got promos to read.
Yeah. Kendall Graveman will get the chance to swing the bat, or at least put a bat in his hand and go up to the plate. Castro and Phil Cole, bullpen catcher, down in the bullpen because Kendall Graveman pitcher spot due up second, and they were waiting to see if there was going to be a pinch hitter, but really is it a little bit too early. I think you also want to let Kendall Graveman get some pitches and innings in to try to build up. He did throw 81 in his last, so if he get to 100, regardless of the outcome, be a nice outing for him.
3-1 now to Maxwell. Try to get something going here, trailing 7-0. Maxwell at 231. He's got a homer, 11 RBIs. Went in there for a strike, and now a full count.
Every pitcher loves run support. Ty Block has gotten quite a bit of it, as did Samardzija on Tuesday night.
And that pitch just a touch outside, leadoff walk.
Chad Pinder, I think you described it perfectly. A very long run as Pence aggressively in the first pitch, and long run for Pinder, and laid out to make the play. And now Kendall Graveman has been pulled as Chad Pinder, a very, very nice catch to end the inning. So with the walk to Bruce Maxwell, Kendall Graveman's out. Chad Pinder, great play.
So Mark Canha is going to hit. Difficult call for the manager.
But you know, the one thing that Bob Melvin has said, I want to win every game, and if he feels that by pinch hitting for Kendall Graveman now that would help him, because otherwise Graveman's either going to bunt and it'd be an out, or that is if he successfully bunted.
So Mark Canha steps up. Canha called up before yesterday's game. Second time he's been with the A's this year. Good numbers at AAA this year for Canha in 66 games, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs, and 21 doubles.
I think one of the best comments he made was, "I'm back and I'm just going to have a good time."
Yeah.
I mean, that's
relax a little bit.
Yeah. You know, it's a stressful game. If you let the stress get to you, it could really eat you alive. And he just wants to have a little fun. Had some great numbers a couple of years ago.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Rajay Davis will be next. Ty Block is ready, man. He's not messing around. Line drive, Crawford, what a play. He timed his leap perfect.
Not as easy to do as an infielder, but at least he's playing shortstop, which is the deepest or one of the deeper positions. But timing it perfectly as he did. Watch where he is right now. The ball comes to him and jumps up, timing it exactly the right time. And comes down with it. That's the look to first base. Great play. Plus, he's playing in, not back on the grass. It would have been an easier play for him back at shortstop, but he's in a little bit closer for a double play possibility.
First pitch strike to Rajay Davis. So Canha can't hit it a whole lot harder than that. In fact, if that ball is not caught, if it hits the ground running, could sneak through to the gap. Who knows? And now it's 0-2 to Rajay Davis.
It's called a strike by Dana DeMuth.
Rajay Davis hit a deep fly ball to Denard Span leading off the game. This time Rajay Davis holds up. A's with 1 hit so far. It was Simeon's 1-out double in the first inning. And close pitch. 2-2.
I always like to watch umpires. The end of Muth's shoulders a couple times moved on that one. It's that gray area. Do I call it a strike? Do I call it a ball? It was at the knees and ended up going Rajay's way.
And that time Rajay went around, as Dana DeMuth called it. So second strikeout for Ty Blach.
If there's ever an emergency swing, this is it. And hey, the previous pitch is the same location. Was it called a strike? Rajay must have thought it was too close to take and attempted to make contact, which he could not.
Marcus Simeon hits one high in the air toward right center, but Pence is over there. He's got it. Side retired. So leadoff walk, nothing else for the A's. We're headed to the bottom of the third. 7-0 San Francisco.
Summer memory with the A's at Summer Family Fireworks Night presented by Chevron on Saturday, August the 12th, starting 6:05. That's against the Orioles. Bring the kids, sit on the grass, enjoy these animated movie-themed fireworks. You can visit athletics.com/fireworks.
He definitely has it covered.
Make up your mind.
So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog expert. So Simone Castro comes in here in the third inning. And he faces Parker, Panic, and then the pitcher Block.
40 pitches for Kendall Graveman, 2 innings, 29 strikes, and that might have been the negative because the fact that they were too much or too close to the strike zone. There's the numbers. That walk was intentional, but 8 hits, 7 runs, 2 innings, did not get to hit again. So 3 starts against the Giants, 2 here, 1 in Oakland, and he's hit to, well, he got to the on-deck circle, and that was it.
It's all Maxwell's fault for walking.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Good pitch there by Castro, right on the inside corner. So 1-2 the count. Parker had a big hit in that first inning. A 2-out, 2-run double. And Freeman just needed to get him to get out of the inning. He couldn't quite do it.
Sunday against the Twins, the A's were down 5-0. Castro started a streak of String of 8 1/3 shutout innings, and maybe Bob Melvin's thinking the same thing tonight.
That's fish tank. It's way out in left field. There's a little baseball diamond out there somewhere.
Oh, they have a big old glove. I wonder if that has any errors in it.
Good pitch, strike 3 call. So that's the first strikeout for an A's pitcher tonight. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, backdoor breaking ball. One reason that Daniel Gossett was optioned after making a very good start last night. The A's need some length, and maybe just because of Kendall Graveman coming off the disabled list tonight, the A's thought maybe they were going to need somebody. Got Josh Smith and Simone Castro to try to give him some length. And when you come in the 3rd inning, that's needing some innings out of the bullpen.
Off day on Monday for the A's. Panik was intentionally walked in the 1st. Panik hitting down in the lineup tonight. He was in the 2nd spot last night. So quickly 0-2 to Joe Panik. Big gap in right center field as Rajay Davis has shifted over toward left center. Castro ran a fastball in. In the first 3 games of this series, the A's bullpen threw a total of 10 2/3 innings.
6 by 1 guy.
6 by 1 guy in 1 game, exactly. So really has not been overworked in this series, thanks to Michael Brady. We'll see what happens tonight. Night tonight. It's not really gotten cool, and it's really not very breezy.
Rajay was saying today that playing center field last night, the breeze was blowing and eyes were watering a little bit.
Hit pretty well toward right center. That's out at the Coliseum. Pinder grabs it. So 2 out.
Daniel Gossett pitched 1 left last night to get the win. Good fastball. I was surprised he told us that curveball was his 4th best pitch. I thought as many curveballs as he has thrown since he's been up here that it would be right at the top of the list, but it was a nice 3-6-3 double play. Did a great job, did Daniel Gossett. Swinging the bat wasn't spectacular, but he's got his first major league hit in Miami.
So all in all, a terrific performance. 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's going to head back to AAA. 1-1 to the pitcher, Ty Blach. He's trying to have a nice quiet inning here. Hit well toward Pinder. Pinder hustling back, and he's going to get there. And he makes the catch. That would have been out at the Coliseum. Maybe not. 7-0 Giants after 3. No strikeouts for both teams. For the A's, Tim Hudson, Gio Gonzalez, Dan Herron. Hudson had 29 strikeouts in 6 starts against the Giants. And for the Giants, Matt Cain, who the A's have seen 13 times. Lincecum pitched 10 times. Kirk Reeder 13 times, but Cain with 72 strikeouts. So that's your Quicken Loans Rocket Arms. So it's the top of the 4th inning with the Giants leading 7-0. Ty Block has allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 42 pitches. Lowry grounded out in the 1st inning. And that's a base hit to left field. So a good start for the A's here in the 4th inning.
Yes, as aggressive as the Giants were, you almost want to think that Kenna was tipping his pitches, but I've never seen guys who just lifted a leg and swung hard. I don't think he was. I just think he was making mistakes. But just like on this one, Block just right down the middle, first pitch, and Jen Lowry's not waiting around. If you do not pitch your normal game, and we talked about it before, but you almost have to consider it being a low-scoring game. You don't, you start throwing fastballs, big league hitters will hit them, and maybe Chris Davis goes just a little bit farther.
Chris Davis fouls one second level. Yeah, Davis hit a long fly ball to right center field that was caught. Not a lot of right-handed hitters hit home runs here to right field. Chris Davis could easily do it. It happens very seldom. In fact, I remember Miguel Tejada doing it here. But it just does not happen very often.
Well, Chris Davis, last night Dave Cabell was in McCovey Cole with a group of the front office people. Chris didn't play last night, but had he played, he might have hit one out there.
So the A's got a couple runners on here to open up the 4th inning. Back-to-back hits by Lowry and Davis. So we had some fun last night with A's president Dave Cabell. There he is.
What if he brought that yacht from Lake Erie?
So lots of A's fans, A's front office people taking over the Cove.
Yeah, well, that had to be a pretty special night to be able to watch a game from the Cove.
They had a good time. First pitch to Healy is a strike.
I'm glad they did it the first game.
Yeah, they picked the right game so far, at least. Talked to Dave second inning, and he's got a couple of runs. Healy does not go around. 1-1 the count.
A big 2-run home run, then following a walk after 2 outs, and Ryan Healy gets Matt Moore. Fastball crushed. Matt Moore was gone, so did everybody else. No doubter halfway up the bleachers, and Matt Moore a little upset with himself.
1-1 pitch, good swing by Healy. Got a fastball out over the plate, fouled it back.
Just a little bit late on this fastball from Block. Almost the identical pitch, the same count that he hit the home run last night.
So in case the A's had a bunch of runners on, Chris Smith is going to start to just get loose a little bit. Pop up, and the changeup is going to get Healy. He's not going to be happy about that.
Got Matt Chapman with the back-to-back changeups. He's a young man who's going to snap early in his career.
Well, Block's the kind of guy, he will frustrate you because he really doesn't throw real hard, and he does give you pitches to hit. And he wants you to hit his changeup. As you saw, Healy was way out in front. Pinder hit a fly ball to right field in the second inning. Lowry at second, Davis at first. Pinder fouls it back, and it's 0-2. So Pinder, there's the pitch to hit. You just got to take advantage of it. It's at double play depth. Span shaded a couple steps toward right center. Buster Posey wants it inside, and he got it inside, but called the ball. 2-2.
Dana Demuth not calling the fastball in. It's amazing how umpires are really critical in that part of the plate where they're over the shoulder of the catcher. See what? It's one of those that could go on either way.
Tried it again, misses well off the plate, and now it's a full count. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws a changeup here.
I'd say exactly right.
And that's a fastball, strike 3 call. So he stayed inside, and he finally caught the corner. So that's a pretty good pitch by Ty Blach.
Not much different than the pitch that he took. That was not called a strike. That one just a little bit higher than the one that was called a ball. That's a big strikeout.
So here's Matt Chapman. He's need a 2-out hit. A changeup on the first pitch to Chapman. Chapman struck out in the second inning. Fastball, 91 miles an hour in the inside corner.
That might be the best pitch he's going to get. That's an interesting jersey. The Sharks jersey when he's with the A's.
He was not there very long.
No.
And a changeup at 81. So now it's 1-2.
You know, if there's one thing about Matt Chapman that could happen in his young career, is that he wants to learn so much and listen to so many people. He may be so confused, not know what to do.
Listen to too many people. So 2-2 the count. He's trying to cash in on the first 2 hitters of this inning, getting base hits. And he got a fastball, and Chapman had a good rip at that one. 3 sections over. Fan made a nice play. Long look in by Blach. Now he's ready. And in the dirt, blocked by Posey. So full count. The runners will take off. That'll help the A's.
Well, they got a 3-2 changeup last time, struck out. Then they just got a fastball inside, struck out. So one of the other. If he could cheat, look fastball in, he may hit a home run.
So this will be the 21st pitch of the inning for Ty Blach. Here it is. And it's a little flare, right field. Pence hustling in, and Pence is going to play it on a hop. Run's going to come in to score, and the A's are on the board.
Well, that's a fastball in. I don't know if he was thinking change up, but got it. Got the fastball a little bit late, but hit it perfectly. Have to respect his power, especially after last night. Strike on the inside corner.
So So 3 hits in the inning, and the A's get their first run. Sometimes that's where, in this ballpark, right fielder shifts a little bit toward right center and cannot get to that ball. Maybe if you're playing in a normal set, you probably do catch it. Chapman gets his 14th RBI. Here's Maxwell. Matt Joyce has come out into the on-deck circle. And that is why Chris Smith is warming up. We'll see if Joyce gets to hit. Quick 0-2 to Maxwell. He walked in the 3rd inning. Pitch count now at 66 for Block. That one bounced over the mound. Crawford has it. Crawford flips to first. Side retired. The A's get a run on 3 hits. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Giants 7, A's 1. Well, the A's Insider Podcast is back on NBCSportsCalifornia.com. It's brought to you by Max Muscle. Log on each week as our A's Insider Joe Stiglitz talks baseball with players, coaches, special guests, and more. It's available on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and Spotify. The latest guest for Super Joe's podcast is Matt Chapman. Very, very nice young man, Matt Chapman. Enjoying his time in the big leagues. Can we imagine he's probably going to be here for a while? Maybe 12, 15, 18 years.
As long as he wants to be.
Let's hope so. 7-1, the Giants lead. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. Simone Castro had a 3-up, 3-down 3rd inning.
Well, the A's got on the board. Now it's a matter of the relief pitchers doing their job. And being in the National League Park, Simone Castro ideally gets through this inning, and they'll pinch it for him next to him.
First pitch to Span, down and in. Span, Jones, and Belt. These 3 are 5 for 6 in the first 3 innings of this game. Good pitch there by Castro, right at the knees on the outside corner. So Graveman went 2 innings through 40 pitches. problem for Kendall Graveman now is you got to sit and wait it out. You know you're not going to pitch this weekend.
And the off day Monday. Like
off day Monday. So the next time Kendall Graveman pitches will be probably against the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners will be here on Tuesday and Wednesday. Just a 2-game series.
A's could bring him back. I mean, I don't know that they would, but they could.
He probably wants to pitch tomorrow. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. So second strikeout for Simone Castro.
And both on the same pitch, the backdoor breaking ball that, I guess, according to Dana DeMuth, came back just enough, but probably not.
Let me guess, he'll get graded well.
That's right.
So here is the young third baseman Ryder Jones, who's in a couple of line drives. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Another fastball right there. He took it 0-2.
Yeah, the amazing thing is watching the hitters, especially Ryder Jones. Against Kendall Graveman, he left that front foot and he was swinging. All of a sudden against Castro, he's
Takes
not.
2.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to understand what is happening or did happen in those first 2 innings. Right on that fastball.
Chapman over. He's going to have a play in foul territory, and that's the second out. So with 2 outs, here's Belt. Belt has doubled and homered.
The home run to left center. A pitch that was away, but up, and I don't know. Very strange.
First pitch breaking ball for a strike. Simone Castro doing a good job. He's retired all 5 hitters that he has faced so far. Looking for his second 3-up, 3-down inning. Big shift on for Belt. The shift, but Lowry not playing out in shallow right field.
The shift, and he hit a home run to left center.
AJ Davis playing very deep in center field. Hard right to Simeon. He's playing in the shift, and Belt hit into it, and a good job by Simone Castro. 6 up, 6 down. We're on to the 5th.
on NBC Sports California is brought to you by Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking. We pay you.
So it's the top of the fifth, 7-1 San Francisco, as Jacob Brugman's going to pinch hit. So he is hitting in the pitcher spot. So Simon Castro does a good job. Good 2 innings. Brugman to the right side. Panic goes down to Anita, scoop it up, 1 away. So Brugman is retired. So Bob Melvin has used Canna and Brugman so far.
I say Matt Joyce with the potential of hitting a home run. That's why he was in the on-deck circle with a couple of runners on base last inning. But he will wait him and see if a similar situation can come up. Stayed on the on-deck circle a long time, just kind of getting familiar with the park and the ambiance of beautiful lights.
So third at bat for Rajai Davis. He has hit a fly ball to center field and he has struck out. And now it's 2-0. He's with 4 hits in the game, 3 coming last inning when they got their run on Chapman's RBI single. Just up past the A's dugout. Matt Chapman, as we always like to say, seeing these ballparks for the first time, although he has played here. Belt grabs it. He's going to hustle to the bag. But as we head to Southern California, I bet Matt Chapman has been inside Angel Stadium of Anaheim at some point. He is from Southern California. We don't know that for sure. But
Jacob Brugman had his video phone out in Citi Field, taking a lot of pictures there.
So 2 outs. Here's Marcus Semien. Blocked after throwing a lot of pitches in the 4th inning, trying to have a quick 5th inning. Deep to left field. Parker's back though, and it looked like Semien just got that one off the end of the bat a little bit. So it is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ty Blach. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
To get your exclusive Dennis Eckersley bobblehead. It's presented by Chevron Extra Mile when the Green and Gold take on the Rangers August 26th. That's at 1 p.m. Enjoy family fun. And this bobblehead only at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets.
Yeah, that's That's party mode, folks. You got the disco light going.
I bet they have no clue what's going on in the baseball game, right?
They do not know the score. They don't care that they don't know the score. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and small expert. So here's Chris Smith. His first trip out of the bullpen this year. He's made the 4 starts. So maybe a couple innings for Chris Smith. Simon Castro, 2 perfect innings with a couple of strikeouts. So nice job by him. Smith will try to do the same. Facing Posey, Crawford, and Pence here in the bottom of the 5th. Simeon on the backhand. Straight over top. Healy digs it out, and Posey's retired, 1 away. So we'll be on to Anaheim after the game. The Phillies and the Angels are playing right now, and the Phillies leading 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Angels 3 games out of the second wild card coming into today. So even though they have some teams in front of them, and they're a couple games under 500, they can say that at least they're in the conversation with right around 50 games to play.
Got something to play for.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think everybody really has something to play for. It's called pride. I mean, you sign on to play 6 months, 162 game schedule, and regardless of where you are and standings, some big scores right there.
Yeah, Kansas City and Seattle opening up a big series. The Angels have won 4 out of their last 5 as they try to get to that 500 mark. So A's and Angels always play a pretty entertaining series, whether it be at the Coliseum or down at the Big A. Slowly hit. Smith, Healy, and then back to Smith, and a nice play all around. So Smith decided he wasn't going to get it. He better head to first base, and Healy just shoveled it with his glove. So 2 away. So on Friday night, Jarrell Cotton against Troy Scribner. We have not seen him yet. Paul Blackburn on Saturday against Tyler Skaggs, the left-hander. And then Sean Manaea and Ricky Nolasco on Sunday. And of course, Mike Trout back. He's been back for a little while.
That's talent there.
Yep. Concentration, man.
Starting pitchers. Are they working on the golf swing, or they're playing catch with their cap?
A's will have a late arrival into Anaheim tonight. So quickly 0-2. Pence is grounded out, and a little pop up down the right field line that Pinder made a very nice diving catch on. So the count even at 2-2. Pence struck out to end the game last night against his former teammate Santiago Casilla. And there's a line shot headed for the right field corner. Pinder goes into a slide to cut it off, picks it up. His throw to second base is just a little bit late. Pence has a double. Pinder was able to kind of go into a slide and cut that ball off, and he made another very good throw.
They bobbled the ball momentarily. That might have been just enough for Pence to get in safely. But he just slashes the ball. Pence does, but he was thinking 2 outs and getting in scoring position. Pinder into the slide to stop it. Watch the bobble right there. Just enough, but maybe he gets by. He doesn't have a chance here. The throw just a little bit up, and the hustle by Pence feet first slide, right foot on the bag, stays on the bag as well as the rest of his body, and he's able to get in safely.
So that'll bring up Parker. So that's the 4th double of the night for the Giants. Parker a check swing and hits it foul right at home plate. Two-run double and a strikeout for Jared Parker in his first game back from DL.
I think it's been proven tonight just watching Kendall Graveman coming back off the DL. Same for Parker, 60 days. And Kendall Graveman a couple of months himself, but it seems like hitters can come back off of an extended stay of the disabled list probably a little bit better. I guess playing time at the minor leagues.
Exactly. I mean, you think about it, I mean, Parker may have played 10, 12 games, right? But a pitcher, I mean, how many rehab starts? 2?
Well, it depends if they get the arm strength built up, and they can have 30 days, which essentially can be 6 starts, but they normally don't do it. As they show they're healthy, they can get back up here.
There's a line drive again toward Pinder, and this time he's going to play it off the wall. Kicks away from him a little bit. Doesn't matter though, Pence is going to score no matter what. Back-to-back 2-out doubles, 8-1. The Giants lead. So 2 doubles, 3 RBIs tonight for Jared Parker.
I left the ball too much the inner part of the plate. Parker had a check swing on a similar pitch. This one though past Pinder. And intentionally walk again. Panic hitting 8th tonight, so he is good at first base.
So the life of an 8th place hitter in the National League, Joe Panic, finding that out tonight. So here's Block.
Bob Melvin was hoping another couple of perfect innings for Chris Smith after Simon Castro, but you can see the look, the frustration on the skipper's face as took off his cap, took it off again, and the only way to have the chance to come back is like they did on Sunday. You have to have the help out of the bullpen, though.
Nice block by Maxwell. Yeah, you always look at those comebacks and you look at who got the big hit. But if you have a big comeback, it's usually because the bullpen shuts the other team down. Castro did it for 2 innings. Block hits one very high and deep to center field. Rajai Davis is back, and it is gone.
Practice took, it paid off for him. That's a great swing. He had a great swing on the previous at bat when he flew out to right field. But this one got the whole body into it, straightaway center field. And a no-doubter. That's way deep in left center field.
So all this with 2 outs. And here's Denard Span, who hits for the 5th time, or the 4th time in 5 innings. So Ty Block, his first big league home run, and it was not a cheapie at all. Cleared the wall by quite a bit in center field.
Maybe he and Bumgarner have a little contest now. That kind of swing.
So 11-1. Denard Span taken all the way. 2-1 the count. 1 for 3. Chris Davis moving over. Chris Davis waits. He's got it. Side retired. So 4 runs for the Giants in the bottom of the 5th. 6th inning coming up. It's now 11-1. T-Mobile, big news. Dodgers lost last night to the Braves, the first in 53 straight games with a lead, MLB record, but they bounced back and won again tonight. This is concerning Michael Fulmer, the Rookie of the Year last year, All-Star this year, DL with an elbow injury, and of course, as we've been saying, the A's head south to face Mike Trout and the Angels this weekend. Trout a .335 average with 20 home runs. He's pretty good. So top of the 6th inning, it'll be Lowry, Davis, and Healy. Lowry hits one hard to left. Parker backs up now in a step or two. And he's got it. So that's out number 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Last 3 games, 2 3-run homers. First 170 games, 2 3-run homers. First 107, I should say. They just do not hit very many home runs. Probably an issue that they will try to address somehow in the offseason.
Well, they're playing in a park that, tell you what, it's gonna take more away. If you, it may be similar to Coors Field, except not the altitude, because this is a big outfield, and the ball does not carry. At least it seems on a fly ball anyway. Line drives, as we saw Healy last night and blocked tonight. Doesn't have a problem getting out.
Well, you're going to have 13 position players who probably don't like it. You're going to have 12 pitchers who do like it.
Yeah.
Weather comes into play a little bit too, just like at the Coliseum, where at night it's a little cooler, a little damp, a little heavier air, and the ball doesn't travel. It's really the same type of weather here, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe gets a little cooler here, and maybe even a little bit more windy than at the Coliseum. Two pitch to Chris Davis. Chase that changeup. Yeah, they're fine. Chris Davis tonight has a fly ball to center and a single. Strike 3 call. So that is strikeout number 4 for Ty Blach.
Chris doesn't argue much. He just does this. He takes the pitch, shakes his head, goes back to dugout. I don't know that I can say I've seen him argue other than just to show the displeasure on the pitch that was called. Doesn't think it was a strike and shakes his head, goes back to dugout. I don't think Healy would do that.
No. No. Not the Ryan we know and love. I still think that the story you told, but when he was in the batting cage before the game, his comment, that may be my favorite statement of the year. I'll be better when I'm better.
Leave me alone.
I'll be better when I'm better. Meaning, when I start getting hits, I'll be better.
That's right. You can talk
right now, I'm not better. You know what? He's doing just fine. 20 homers, 62 RBI. He's probably loving this, playing first base a couple days in a row. One and two the count.
That guy doesn't like it.
No.
Yonder's not happy. He'll get back in the swing of things in Anaheim. He's, like you mentioned, the 3 games in Philadelphia in September, the last of the interleague games away from the Coliseum. With the A's hoping those are the final 3, right, in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And that's good because the interleague record this year has not been that great for the A's.
5-11 coming into this game. It's a little surprising, and although the A's did not have a great interleague record last year either, but over the course of the interleague play, the A's have been one of the better interleague teams, but just the last couple years, not quite so much. Against the Giants, they're 59-54. Pitch number 90 coming up for Blach. Shallow center. Denard Span is in, and he makes the catch. So 7 in a row retired by Ty Blach. 11-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Oakland Athletics are proud to partner with Coors Light for a special ticket offer. Visit CoorsLightBaseball.com today to get 50% off purchase of up to 8 tickets for select home games, including the upcoming August 11th game. That's against the Baltimore Orioles. Coors Light and the A's together. Our mountain is creating a more sustainable world.
Bottom of the 6th. 11-1 San Francisco leads. Maybe Jones, Belt, and Posey. Big game in that American League wild card. Big series started tonight in Kansas City. The Royals beat the Mariners 6-4. Seager and Valencia homered for the Mariners. Brandon Moss hit a pair. Healy has it. He'll flip to Chris Smith. Jones is retired. So you see the Royals and you see the Mariners right in the mix. So that is the first of a 4-game set.
Well, Brandon Moss has found a home in Kansas City, and he can hit some home runs.
He's got 14 now. The Yankees, the #1 wild card team, they lost 5-1 to the Indians. We mentioned that earlier. Kluber over Sonny Gray. The Red Sox beat the White Sox 9-5. This one hit in the air, left center, hit pretty well. Chris Davis near the wall, and Davis makes the catch. So Brandon Belt thought maybe he had another home run, comes up a little bit short.
What is it, Jaime Garcia pitching tomorrow for the Yankees?
I think so. I think they were going to go Gray and Garcia back to back.
KD Chris Davis, another very good play. Made a couple over the weekend against the Twins. And against the left field wall, the left field side wall. Concentration like Pinder last night, and over the shoulder catch. Comes up with a big play.
First pitch to Posey's a strike. So the Red Sox win, the Yankees lose. So the Red Sox now have a 2-game lead in the AL East. And how about the Rays? They go to Houston and sweep the Astros. They won 5-3. So the Rays just 3.5 back in the East. They're just a half game out of that second wild card spot.
You do that in Houston, that's doing something.
Yeah. The Astros slowing down a little bit. They've lost 5 out of 6, but the Rays are becoming a pretty good story now. We're into the first week of August, and they are right in the mix.
Tell you what, if I were the Astros, I'd be saying, good, let's have a bad stretch so we can figure out how to play the last couple of months, and instead of running away with the division, which they're going to anyway. But if you get swept, then you have to start thinking, whoops, they're getting postseason division series. That's a 5-game series. And you don't think that it's going to be a sweep like that, but you never know what could happen. Run into a hot team.
And the Rays now 57 and 53. Back to the Yankees and Red Sox, though, as they are the top 2 teams in the East. They still have 10 games left against each other, 7 of them in New York. So they got some very important games to play against each other. And probably determine who wins it.
This sucks. Did he catch up between his legs? Buster Posey, it's a foul ball. Buster Posey, left-handed young man, gets the foul ball.
Yeah, he's.
How about this? Hot dog.
Not a bad play. Did he do it on purpose?
Of course. Oh, yeah, I think he did. Got his name on the back of his jersey.
Chapman charges. Chapman throws, and a good inning for Chris Smith. We are on to the 7th. Pinder's going to lead it off. It's 11-1. The Giants lead. to make ourselves feel a little bit better. True story brought to you by McDonald's. Game 4 of the 1989 World Series. Phillips to Eckersley to get Brett Butler. And that is going to do it. A's win their 4th World Championship in Oakland as they beat the Giants. They sweep the Giants. Final 2 games at Candlestick Park. So that was Game 4 of the 1989 World Series. So most World Series titles all time. Yankees, of course, on top, then the Cardinals. A's with 9, Giants with 8, and the Red Sox with 8. The Giants have caught up a little bit lately. So it's Pinder, Chapman, and Maxwell. And this one's popped up. There's that changeup again. And it falls. So Panic waved off, and then he got out of the way, and Moncrief, who was just in the game, and it fell. So Pinder says thank you.
This is kind of strange. I got it. You take it. Second baseman Moncrief had to have said something. Otherwise, Panic would have taken it, because Panic is an infielder. It's always on the outfielder, because you come in and you're going to take it. You take it.
So Moncrief in right field, and Hundley is the catcher. So a routine pop-up falls for a hit. That's the 5th hit for the A's. So Chapman had an RBI single in the 4th inning. Four pitches for Block. This one toward right center. Moncrief is going to get over and catch this one. So 1 out here in the 7th inning. Most pitches that Block has thrown in a start this year is 112. He's also thrown 110, 109. Maxwell hits it hard. Crawford, Panic, Belt, double play. So the inning started with the hit, nothing else for the A's. 7th inning stretch time coming up, 11-1 Giants.
To you by Humboldt Redwood. Naturally strong, naturally beautiful Humboldt Redwood arbors, pergolas, and timbers.
Giants lead 11-1. It is the Bottom of the 7th inning from AT Park. Last time these two teams will see each other this year. They'll go their separate ways and probably meet again the first week of spring training. Seems like they always play early in spring training. And that'll be before you know.
Well, and from the two-team standpoint, Bay Bridge series, usually 2 in San Francisco, 1 in Oakland. That means absolutely nothing. These games, though, much more important. So far, the A's up 2-1, but unless they have a miracle comeback, it will even. And in both games, the Giants scoring a lot of runs in the two, Tuesday and tonight.
First pitch to Crawford is low, so Chris Smith with his 3rd inning of work. His spot in the batting order will lead off in the 8th inning. Strike to Crawford. One other score in the American League that we didn't get to. The Rangers beat the Twins 4-1. And A.J. Griffin, back from the disabled list, pitched 6 innings and got the win tonight for Texas. And that one right into the Giants dugout. I think everybody's okay.
The A's have not seen. Well, they saw him warming up. So Sam Dyson's not pitching this series yet.
Nope, he's not.
Just warmed up one time. He was let go by the Rangers, picked up by the Giants.
Yeah, Joey Gallo hit another home run in that game. He's got 29.
He said back-to-back games over the batter's eye and left center field.
Jeez.
It's pretty. Well, he's very powerful.
Nice play by Chris Smith.
So he strikes out 200 times. Who cares?
Well, if he's going to hit that many home runs, you can probably live with it.
Yeah. Chris Smith talks about his fielding, how he feels he's very good at it. That time he was. His first start in Seattle, not so much.
So with 1 out, here's Moncrief for the first time. Moncrief's got 3 hits in this series. His first time in the big leagues. So Hunter Pence is done for the night. He was 1 for 3. Phillies still leading the Angels. It's now 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The crowd tonight here at AT&T Park is 39,883. Really a very comfortable night.
Very.
One of the more comfortable evenings that we've had here. It's a little chilly this time of game. Mike Trout has hit a home run in that Angels game, his 21st. So you always see some of the A's fans that have made the trip into this ballpark to see their team. 3-2 on a high fastball, and Moncrief strikes out.
Well, fans, when was the last time you saw the A's take batting practice? Well, for every Tuesday night home game, the ballpark gates are now open at 4:30 p.m. Plus, parking is free on most Tuesdays as part of Chevy Free Parking Tuesdays. Come to the ballpark, enjoy early BP, and make a lasting memory. You can come early, see the batting practice, and might see some long ones hit.
So with 2 outs, here's Parker. Parker's had a big game. 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and a run scored.
Well, if Chris Smith had not given up 4 consecutive runs after the intentional walk and a home run, Been a good outing because except for the inning, his first inning, in which he got the first 2 outs, 4 consecutive base runners, including a 3-run home run by the pitcher, and all of a sudden, Giants have a big lead. Chris Smith, except for the 1 inning, has pitched very well.
Simeon cannot quite get it, and it's a base hit into right field.
Welcome back, Mr. Parker. What a night.
That's the 12th hit for San Francisco.
Pitched down and away. When you got to change up and served it into right center field. Oh, and you're having a good night. You're able to hit those balls just out of the reach of the infielders. Shifting as they did to the right side.
And the pitch to Panic is on the outside corner for strike. Panic has walked twice, both times intentional. He was flied out and he has scored a run. .76 miles an hour from Chris Smith. That's a tough speed to wait on, no matter how good of a hitter you are. You're just not used to that. Yes, if you can make it look like a strike, it's a great speed.
Well, coming out of his hand, it definitely looks like a strike, but then the bottom drops at it.
Tried it again, and this time it was too far off the plate. Did not look like a strike. 1-2. Tried it again. So 2-2 the count. Nobody in the Giants bullpen, so it looks like Block will go back out there for the 8th inning. He's waiting in the on deck circle. Shallow center. Simeon's out. Simeon waves everybody offside. You're hitting a runner left. And we are on to the top of the 8th inning. 11-1 Giants.
Visit Airport Home Appliance and Mattress during their anniversary sale, where they are celebrating 36 years with up to 36% off appliances.
So we have reached the top of the 8th inning. 11-1. San Francisco leads the Athletics. Chris Smith's going to hit. He's going to be psyched about this.
It's called, we're going to save the bullpen. We're not going to put another guy out there.
You can understand why.
Yep. Swing it, Smitty. You got your opportunity.
So you saw Hernandez now in center, Tomlinson now at short. So that is the 2 defensive changes. So Bruce Bochy with the big lead, given some of his regulars handful of innings off. 0-2 pitch, a little pop up. Joe Panic grabs it. So you know what Chris Smith is going to say? I lined out to second.
That's right.
I don't blame him. Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the Oakland A's into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. It's Corey Guerin warming up.
A tight block is 100 pitches count.
Yep.
How many complete games do the Giants have this year? The A's last complete game.
That one hit deep to left field. Parker's back. Parker's at the wall. Gone. Rajai Davis into the left field seats. And it's 11-2. So number 5 for Rajai Davis.
Yeah, Chris Smith could have drawn a walk or gotten a base hit. It's a 2-run home run. Rajai might not have got the same pitch as he got. What do you know? Changeup, first pitch, and it's like batting practice. High changeup, went after it, got it. But if there's ever a time for a pitcher to get a complete game, this would be it with this kind of a lead. The A's last one occurred last year on August the 19th. That was Kendall Graveman in Chicago. It's the last one. I mean, it is a rarity to get a complete game anymore because of the specialization in the bullpen. So the A's trading by 9 as Rajai gets his 5th of the season.
Giants have 2. Block actually has 1, and Bumgarner has 1.
Well, this is the time to save the bullpen.
That one hit pretty well to left center, but Gorkis Hernandez hustles over there to make the catch. So that's 2 outs here in the 8th inning. So there's the 103 pitch breakdown. To Kelby Tomlinson.
He may get one tonight too. That inning.
So a home run by Rajai Davis, his 5th of the year, and it's now 11-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Local Toyota dealers. 2-6-0 for the Athletics, 11-12-0 for the Giants. Graveman knocked out early. His 2 innings, 7 earned runs. Ty Block, on the other hand, has been very, very good, and he hit a 3-run homer. Rajai Davis with a solo home run. So The Giants trying to even up this series, 2 games apiece, as they lead 11-2. Pitcher spot is up, so Miguel Gomez is going to pinch hit. So the night is over for Ty Blach. He goes 8 innings. And a big 3-run homer. So pretty good outing for the young left-hander. Numbers for Gomez. Not getting a lot of playing time since being called up from the minor leagues. 6 hits and 24 at-bats with a couple of doubles. He drives this one to center, right at Rajai Davis, and he's got it.
Time now for the Jeep Drive the game. A lot of things happening for the Giants, but Rajai Davis, a changeup against Blach, and home run number 5 for the A's center fielder. And a big walk-off against the Twins over the weekend, and solo tonight.
So here's Gorkys Hernandez. He gets his first at bat. He's in the game for Denard Spain. There's a strike. Span was 1 for 4. So there's the numbers for Blach. 8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. So he's in line to get his 7th win of the year. Doesn't really wow you with his stuff, but he's got a pretty good idea. So he'll pitch in and out a lot. Good changeup. So 2-2 the count. Ryder Jones will be next. Chapman, what a play. Knocks it down, picks it up, but cannot quite get a good handle on it. Hernandez runs extremely well, so Chapman almost made a terrific play.
Well, it took at least an extra base from him, but it's like he slipped a little bit. Field seems to be a little bit wet, maybe. I don't know. Just as he got up, right foot slipped out from under him as he went for the ball. Point earlier about this being close to the bay, and they watered the field before the game, but unlike a lot of parks, this dries out that much. So maybe had a little slippery part of the dirt.
First pitch, swing and a foul back by Ryder Jones, who's 2 for 4. So whatever scouting report the A's have on Ryder Jones from the minor leagues, enough to put a shift on. 1-1 account. Both of Jones base hits, 9 drives to right field. Good pitch right at the knees.
At this part of the game, you better swing the bat.
Yep.
Because I think Andy Demuth is saying, guys, it's 11-2 game. We'll be taking a lot of pitches. Not that he's going to change that much, but they're within that ball of the home plate area, which is going to be graded positively.
Two and two the count. Ryder Jones in the minor leagues, 13 home runs in 64 games for AAA Sacramento. A soft line drive that Lowry times his jump perfectly, leaps up to make the catch. So 2 outs, and here's Belt.
But if Chris Smith is going to be in the rotation with Gossett going down today, and with the off day Monday, this would be like a start for him almost with the number of pitches that he's throwing.
3 2/3 innings, 66 pitches so far.
with the exception of the first inning in which you got 2 quick outs, but then 4 runs scored. Well, that's a very good outing for him.
Double and a homer for Belt. He pulled his double into the right field corner. His home run was to deep left center field. Lays off that pitch. That's that changeup from Smith. Throws it a lot. That's a good looking A's family right there. Wearing the colors proud. I like those things they were. Applesauce.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they were big in our house for a while. My wife used to get them for me.
I got them for the kids and you took them.
Well, that's possible. So Belt walks. See, those are awesome.
Yeah, you just squeeze it, just take it right in, and it's a nice little healthy snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just
keep squeezing.
Cannot leave anything in there. An adult can easily go through 5 or 6 of those quickly.
Yeah, see, he's offering to Daddy. You want some? One slurp and it's gone.
Here's Hundley, his first at bat, and he takes a strike. Hundley, 262, 5 home runs in a backup role. Veteran catcher. And it's quickly 0-2. He's not happy with Dana DeMuth, which probably is not going to bother Dana one bit.
Not many people believe because it's been so long ago, but Randy Hundley was the first one ever to use the break catcher's mitt, a single break mitt. Everybody gives credit to Johnny Bench, but it was Randy Hundley with the Cubs for many, many years. And his dad told him, son, if you want to catch, you better go to the single mitt. Watch the right hand by Maxwell. That's why. Put it behind your back. And Hundley said, you're going to call it anyway, I might as well swing.
I'm out of here. So Hundley strikes out. So 4 innings from the bullpen. Chris Smith, nice job.
Baseball on NBC Sports California is brought to you by the 2017 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimated 30 highway miles per gallon. By Southwest, yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. By AAA, what does your insurance do when it's not doing insurance? It should do more. Go to AAA.com for more details. And by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
So we've reached the 9th inning. All Giants tonight, 11-2 over the A's. And the Giants go to the bullpen for the first time. With Corey Guerin. So Guerin, the right-hander, to face Chris Davis. First pitch is a fastball inside. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts. 4-3 with a 2.20 ERA for Guerin in 43 games. Kind of a funky delivery. Outside corner strike to Chris Davis, who's 1 for 3. Miguel Gomez stays in the game at second base after pinch hitting. Davis had a base hit in the 4th inning. That's the inning the A's got their first run. So 1-2. Looks like Kirk and Kipe to me, and those are socks. It's not bad. I don't know that we'll be able to get over here to get them as the giveaway.
Good. Get some for your brother, okay? Get from your brother.
Maybe in the wintertime.
When you're sleeping?
Exactly. Slider on 1-2, and Davis strikes out for the second time tonight.
I think Guerin realized this game is going too quickly. He's going to take a little extra time.
He will slow it down. Yes, indeed. He is pretty slow.
There they are.
We know those guys. They're good guys. We like them.
Well, you can always pull up the pant legs. That's Joe McCarthy, by the way, that guy to the right there.
Yeah. Joe used to work for the A's.
He used to work for us, yeah.
Up
or
until
work with us.
Up until Tuesday night, Joe was really one of our favorites, but when the A's and the Giants squared off here at AT Park, Joe decided that he was going to go over there. So, been friends with Joe for a long time. That's over with.
I have to talk to Jim Heim, his brother-in-law, you know, the A's sponsor, and ask why was he over here working with the Giants.
It's all right.
Maybe wanted a pair of socks, a Crook and Kipe socks.
We have long memories and short patience. Fastball running in on Healy, and the count is 0-2. Well, make sure you stay tuned for A's Postgame Live, presented by State Farm. Brody, Jose, and Stu will have the show for you tonight. And we're told that it is the last postgame show for the great Jose Canseco. We wish we could have given him a better game. We gave the guys a good game last night, not so tonight. We can only do so much. Healy tonight has hit a couple of fly balls to center field, and he has popped to first. He wants a hit really bad.
And if he doesn't get one, don't talk to him. He's going to have to hit the sweeping slider if he's going to get a hit. And he eventually throws it.
And he got him swinging. That one looked like a rising slider. May not be such a thing, but either way, it's a strikeout. So 2 outs here in the 9th inning.
Gives the impression of one as he drops down and just keeps riding and running away from Ryan Healy.
So with 2 outs, excuse me, Ray.
I don't know if the Angels going to allow the A's to be on the field early tomorrow, but I think if it's offered, Ryan Healy will be there.
Ryan Healy's going to by the batting cage for a couple hours.
Darren Bush and Marcus Jensen were in the batting cage yesterday. A's came over here and he said, "Hey, you guys aren't busy. Nobody here." And he said, "They've been here since 2:15. Hitting in the cage, they're done."
They were already finished.
Finished by the time the second group got here. There's the Marcus Jensen, the former Giant catcher, and Darren Bush, the A's hitting coach. Those are hitting coach and assistants. And they have the cages right behind the dugout, which is perfect. You've got to come up and pinch hit. You can go get some swings. But they did all their work early yesterday and just kind of sat around and talked hitting and just waited for new customers to come in. I tried. They wouldn't let me in, though.
No swings for Fosse?
No, none for me.
2-1 the count to Pinder, who's 1 for 3.
Sweeping slider is a tough pitch to lay off as a right-handed hitter. You have to recognize, and again, good hitters can recognize the spin of the baseball. If they see that, then they can lay off a pitch that ultimately is just going to keep running away from them.
Bounce toward third. Ryder Jones charges, and then he stumbles, and Pinder's going to be aboard. Jones just went to make the throw for the final out of the game, and he stumbled. Looked like he stubbed his foot, and then he could not quite regain his composure. So Chad Pinder is the luckiest guy in the ballpark tonight.
Well, let's hope he's all right, because as he charged in, got the cleats caught, and right there. Check the left one. Right, stumbled on his own feet, his 2 feet, and then it turned his ankle. Wow.
He probably did the right thing by not throwing it.
Trying to think of the playoffs. The second baseman for the Yankees. I know David Feldman's going to remember. Luis Sojo, thank you. As his shoestring.
That's right.
Tripped on his shoestring. It should have been the foul out. The A's got another opportunity, couldn't take advantage of it. When in doubt, defer to David.
Now, you do not want to do that in
a playoff game.
Oh my goodness.
A hitting time, but I mean, tonight with a 9-run lead, that's one thing, but the A's had a chance to win that game because of that. Didn't happen.
Here's a strike. So 1-1 the count to Matt Chapman. Chapman 1 for 3. So 7 hits for the Athletics, 13 for the Giants tonight. Gary with pitch number 15. He's going to have to throw a few extra after that play by Jones. See, now tomorrow night Chad Pinder's going to hit a line drive right at somebody and be like, I can't believe that's not going down for a hit.
Yeah, he scored 10 runs with 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning after a slippage on the infield. That man right there wishes that would be the beginning of something great, but it would take a miracle.
There's the fastball, 92 miles an hour, but it's got quite a bit of movement from Gary. So 2-2 the count. As quick as tie block worked, Corey Guerin is about the exact opposite. The 2 pitch is grounded. Tomlinson has it. He flips to second, and that's the ball game. So when it's all said and done, A's and Giants play 4 games, and they each win a pair. It's now off to Anaheim for the Athletics. 2 hours and 28 minutes was your time of game tonight. The attendance at AT Park, 39,883. Ty Block gets his 7th win as the Giants beat the Athletics by a final score of 11-2. Stay tuned for A's Post Game Live presented by State Farm as Brody, Jose, and Stu are standing by.